All right, demo team, let's crank steel.
What's going on, guys? It's Walker Heckman here, back with another video. I didn't take any video setting these traps, but I got a call to come help out with a bit of a beaver problem and come try to trap them out. I'm no pro at trapping beavers, so they're honestly just being nice, giving me an opportunity to work on it a little bit. And I just set 2 days ago, came down here for my first check, and I can see we got a big old beaver right here. You can see him sticking up through the ice a little bit right there. This was just it's a super deep run, like 4 feet deep or so. It's a little over my belly button. But it took me forever to set this trap, just because I'm kind of just starting out and had a tough time getting it stabilized with sticks and stuff being that deep. After doing a little bit of research, I discovered those trap stabilizers, or those H bars. So one night, me and one of my brothers built one just out of some rebar instead of buying some. So I'm gonna set that today. We'll see how that does, but I'm gonna get this guy out of here and get this reset. Got a couple more traps to check. We had a little bit of warmer weather. I can see there's some fresh activity on top of the ice over there. That might be a place we look at to try to make a set. But anyways, I'll get this guy pulled out of here and show him off to you. Alright guys, I got him lugged up out of there. I haven't been around a whole lot of beavers, to tell you the truth, but I think it's a pretty big one. I mean, that's a 330 caliber. Its head barely takes up the space. But anyways, I'm just gonna remake that set with this H bar that we designed, because it shouldn't take that long to set traps. But we'll get that remade. I got a couple other traps to check. We're just gonna run over there really quick and check them before we do any remaking. But pretty awesome. That's my first beaver ever, so that's pretty exciting. It's awesome. Alright guys, I came down here to the dam where I had my other couple traps. I got one just down there. If you can see them sticks in the water, that is empty. It's just in a run that goes up to, you can kind of see that slide on the outside of the dam where they're going up and around. So I might add a few more guide sticks, a little more thawed today than it has been. And then I got one right down here that is a foothold, because it's a little bit too shallow. I wasn't very confident putting a 330 in there because I thought the top might freeze in. We've been having some really weird weather a couple days before Christmas here in Montana, but been having some really weird weather. And I just soon put a foothold down there as I have a trap freeze in and not be working. But this is what we're working with. This whole bank of this irrigation ditch is covered with dams that these guys have dug out in the past. And there's a creek right below here, but the beavers really prefer this irrigation ditch. I think if there's more in here right now, we'll definitely get some more. It's pretty easy to target them in that run in the middle, up above the dam here. But we'll get that remade and maybe mess around with these sets down here a little bit. But pretty cool. Stick with us. Alrighty guys, I got this set. I caught that beaver in remade. I used my that H bar stabilizer deal I was talking about. So my old one was just a little bit over there to the left, kind of where that broke up ice is. I moved it upstream a bit just because I had quite the trail stomped through here. Thought it might be a good idea. It'll be easier to funnel them up there a little farther, but got that set, feeling good about it. And then down here, where we saw that fresh beaver chewing and stuff, and that water was busted open. I couldn't find a bank dam or any real prominent run going up onto that little ledge, but they obviously got a couple trails going up the bank right there. But where it looks like there should be a bank den, I made a little, I put a 330 right in front of that. If it freezes, that one might be kind of screwed, but should be okay for a couple days. And up inside there ways, I made some sort of little makeshift caster mound deal. Anyway, that's probably going to do it up here for the beavers today. I'll be sure to bring you guys along when I come check these in a day or two. But got a couple coon traps and stuff farther up, so we'll go check on and work on that stuff. But anyways, pretty cool to catch my first beaver, and I think it's a pretty big one, so that's cool. We'll get him skinned and put up tonight, but pretty awesome. Stay tuned. I wanted to say one more thing about this place right now, is the weather has been so weird that the ice is really hard to work with, because it isn't frozen enough that I can walk on it, but it's not completely wide open water, so I'm having to break open these trails with my axe or my spud bar to get in there to set traps, which kind of sucks. But I honestly hope we either get a hard freeze, or if it's going to be warm out this winter, just let it be warm. But anyway, just want to throw that in there. Well guys, we're up here a couple days later after catching that beaver. We didn't have any luck on the beavers today. I don't know if they just weren't moving where I had my traps, or if there was only one there, but I'm gonna let them soak for another couple days. When we were up here last, I seen this awesome trail under this fence way on the far west side of this place, and decided it was a perfect place for a snare, and I guess I was right, because we got ourselves a nice coyote here. This is the first animal I've ever snared, so this is pretty cool. We'll get him taken off the fence and get him put up tonight. Well, got him off the fence. Pretty nice looking coyote actually. Doesn't have a whole bunch of red in it. Not a super big one, but still happy with him. We'll get this snare reset, and we got some more traps to check up here. We'll take you with us. Well, after that coyote, got a weasel box, and a pocket set, and another 160 box. They were all empty, but up here we got a nice coon in this 160. Thought he was going to get himself an easy meal. That's born. Anyways, we'll get him out of the trap. We'll get this reset. Better go check that last one first. Nice big coon. Didn't have anything in that other box. Get that reset. Throw a couple canine sets on this flat. Find a good spot for them. Alrighty guys. It is check number 3. Trapping up here. We got some serious weather finally. It's cold. Getting some snow on the ground. Makes me happy for other types of trapping. Gonna make this beaver trapping a little tougher. But we're over here checking these beaver traps. And I'm gonna have to grab my spud bar to check this. Alrighty guys. I went around to the other side. I didn't really feel like putting my waders on as cold as it is outside, unless we needed to. All the other traps are empty, but that first one that we were just looking at, I had to come to the other side to break some more ice to see, but looks like we do have a big old beaver in there. So probably just try to hook my H-bar and get it pulled out of there, and maybe come back and reset this run in the morning, because my waders aren't insulated, so I really don't want to go in there right now. It's like around 0 degrees and cold north wind, so I don't think that's a very good idea. But yeah, right down there, you can kind of see it sticking out after I broke through. There's a nice beaver in that 330. I'll get them lugged up out of there somehow and show them to you. Pretty awesome. Well, my waders don't really fit me very good, especially when I got a bunch of extra clothes on. But I just said, screw it, let's just throw them on and get this thing pulled out and get this over with. That would have been pretty hard to get out with a stick. Oh, it's actually a pretty good sized beaver. Oh God, I got that stick over there. Get this unwired. Free. We're gonna get it up over here in the snow and try to dry it off real quick before it freezes. Yeah, that's a big one. It's about the same size. That's awesome. Didn't have anything on that second check. Had me a little bit discouraged, but looks like they just didn't come up this far. I really don't know how many are here. I don't think there's a whole lot, but we'll definitely get things set up and try to get another. Oh yeah, it's drying off nice. Wash on the buttocks. Pretty nice looking beaver there, guys. This one looks a lot lighter than my last one. Pretty awesome. Probably just gonna bring the whole trap and everything home because it's all frozen. So we'll get it loaded up and then go check our few land sets we got on the other side of the property. Couldn't be happier with that one. That's awesome. Well, guys, got this beaver thawed out in the fur shed. Getting ready to skin him, and I laid him out flat here, seeing how thaw he was. And I noticed that he's totally missing a front foot. Like I tried to find it tucked in there or something. Something weird happened when he got snapped, but there is, and I can kind of feel where it's kind of healed up right here. So I don't know how he lost that foot. Could have been natural. Someone else could have trapped him and he was able to bite his foot off or something. But that's pretty crazy. I've seen it on raccoons before, but never on a beaver. Decided to throw that in there. But yeah, he's a big old beaver. I'm curious to see what he what he measures at after I get him all stretched, but we'll get him skinned. Alrighty guys, with that, these first few sets of checks are probably going to be enough for a full video, so I'm going to go ahead and end the video right here. We're still trapping at that property down there, so there's going to be another video coming out. I've also got some more properties and some more trapping coming up, so be sure to hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss out on any of that. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button. And if you got any questions or any pointers for me as far as trapping or anything else goes, be sure to drop a comment down in the comment section below. I'm having a great time trapping so far this year. Hope you guys are enjoying following me along on my adventures. I will catch you next time. And as always, keep it wild.